Just about to get started. Jung-Hoo Lee now at the plate.
Number 51, Jung-Hoo Lee.
And the home opener is underway. This one in the air, right field. Fair ball. Around first, digging for two. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Gets him to chase after that one. Dobbins, a 6'2 righty, 26 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make them.
Runner on the go. Popped in the air out towards left center, and it falls.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
Batting fourth. The first baseman.
So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Munetaka Murakami. Perkins on the run into the gap. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. Safe. And they take the lead. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And first offering is fouled off. Kim leads off first with 2 down to the inning. There's a splitter in the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Stepping in, Jake McCarthy. Line drive to short and caught. 1 pitch and 1 out. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. He flexes his power with that swing, and we're level. It's 1-1. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Jordan Beck next up for the Cardinals.
Ball, that's off the plate.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Now a rip into left center, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Ivan Herrera.
Now there's a bullet down the line, and that's a fair ball. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Cardinals have the lead.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
In the dirt.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Line drive to short and caught.
Batting 6, the shortstop, Ezekiel. Go ball.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ezekiel Tovar.
Yeah.
Herrera off of first with 2 away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
That's a ball.
And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Digging in, Kevin McGonigal. Fouled off to the right. That one lifted to left. Beck in position. 1 away.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. The 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. And the 0-2. This one in the air, center field. McCarthy on the move. And there are 2 down. So up next for Chicago, Moises Ballesteros. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 2 down, nobody on. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Swings and misses. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Joel Pozo. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. He sends a rocket to left. To third. Fires over to first. 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Now it's the second baseman, Cole Carey. In the air to left center, Kwan on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Cardinals, the center fielder, Jake McCarthy.
Hit in the air, right field. He makes the grab, and that is that. 1 for the Cardinals on the solo home run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the DH for the Cubs, number 51.
Nikita.
Brings it in. 1 down.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
That's hard hit on the line. Takes it in for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Hesung Kim, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. The other way. And that gets down for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. That's
a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Up next for the Cubs.
And here's the first baseman, Munetaka Murakami. A little out front there as he swings through it.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fights it off. He'll see another. Runners on the move. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Throws to first. Out number 3. Back here in St. Louis, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Matt Chapman. Foul ball there. Out towards right center field. Lee under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Cardinals, the left fielder, Jordan. Back.
Out to short. The throw to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. 2 outs, base is empty. Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. And first offering is fouled off.
Inside, ball 1.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one carrying. Booyah. An absolute smash to left. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the 3rd. Yeah, that's fouled off. Eldridge checks his swing, appeal to 3rd. Nope, he held back. The 1-2. On the ground to first. Nice grab. And very nicely done for the out. Back here in St. Louis, out of the 4th, Kazuma Okamoto digs in now. Ground ball right side. On to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Kevin McGonigal.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. So up next for Chicago, Stephen Kwan. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. On the ground, right side. The throw to first, and the Cubs go 1-2-3. Back here at Busch Stadium. Bottom 4. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
1 up, 1 down. No action in the bullpen, though. Looks like they're going to let him stay out there. Here's the catcher to hit, Joel Pozo. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And they get the out. Perkins, 29 years old, and he's usually in center, but today starting in right. Hard hit, left field, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Carey, the next to hit, takes ball one. And that is out of play.
A little bit of a day off for him. Instead of being at the hot corner, he can just kind of put the batting gloves on.
Runner on the go. Pitches low. High leg kick. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base. Line drive. Base hit into the outfield. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's 5-1.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Not in time. He's safe. Matt Chapman to the plate in this high leverage situation. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
This one in the air, center field. And that'll do it. New inning getting started. Now the Cubs catcher, Moises Ballesteros.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Beck gets under it. And there's one down. Fought off foul. The Cubs down by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th. Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
2 away. Hesung Kim, the next Cub to hit. He's 2 for 2. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Should be extra bases. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Beck. Fouled off left side.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Up next for the Cardinals, the designated hitter, Ivan. Herrera.
And of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
That's ripped. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Eldridge. In the dirt.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Strike two. That one kicks away from the catcher. And the runner holds. Man at first, one away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Ezekiel. Show ball.
Foul ball there. Swing and a ball popped up. Kim under it. And that's the third out. Top of the sixth inning. Now the Cubs four-hole hitter, Munetaka Murakami. And a swing and a miss.
You know, these Cubs definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at a lot of first pitches, and they've given away 7 outs as a result. They might just want to consider a more patient approach.
Got him swinging.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, number 7, Kazuma Okamoto.
That's a hit. And a man aboard.
Everything came together for him. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see.
Goes to second, safe there. Stephen Kwan, the next Cub to hit.
Stephen Kwan.
That one's got a chance. Out of here. A 2-run homer, and they cut into the deficit. It's 5-3. Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out. Back here in St. Louis, where we go bottom 6.
Really important time for a shutdown inning. The last thing they want to do is give up the runs they just scored. Man, that'll steal the momentum. They're hoping to make quick work of this half inning.
And there's one down. Blake Perkins will hit next. 1 for 2.
Number 16, Blake Perkins.
That one ripped right center field. Could be extra bases. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
He was all over that one. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
On the ground to third, Okamoto. Just ahead of the throw, he scores. It's 6-3. So digging in, Jake McCarthy. 1 for 3. Lined into right. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Out towards right center field. Suzuki on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back here in St. Louis, we go to the top of the 7th. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, number 51. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit.
New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Justin Brewer. Swinging a foul straight back. 0-1 now. Run around the move. Pitch misses inside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Caught him looking for the K. So now with one away and a man at second, Hae-Sung Kim getting ready to hit. Right side. And that one handled in plenty of time to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
Up next to the
Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And that one fouled off.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it.
And that is that. Set for the last half of the seventh, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Beck. Line drive to short and caught. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Cardinals, the designated hitter, Ivan Carrera.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Boom. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And up next for St. Louis, Bryce Eldridge. 0 for 3 in this one. The new pitcher in the game, Caleb Thielbar.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Lee takes it in for the out. 2 down. Check swing went around, and that is strike one. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall. And that's a 2-out double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Next to hit, Joel Pozo. And that's the inning. St. Louis tacks on one with a homer. It's now 7-3. Back here at Busch Stadium. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Munetaka Murakami. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And there's one away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
So they turn things over to the righty, George Soriano. He's into the game with the bases empty. And first offering is fouled off. That one is hammered right field. That's back. Going, gone. And they're chipping away. It's 7-4. One down. Kevin McGonigal, the next Cub to hit.
Oh, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
On the ground. Tosses to first. And there are 2 outs. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Blake Perkins.
Inside ball.
That one fouled off. Ball to strike. The pitch. Hit on the ground to short. McGonigal. To first.
Got him.
Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Hit on the ground to short. Throws to first in time. So up next, Jake McCarthy. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Lee should have this one. And that will end the inning. Back here in St. Louis, now the Cubs catcher, Moises Ballesteros. To the right side, and he can't come up with it. Flips it, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they clean things up for the out.
The designated hitter, Nikita.
They get the tag on him, and that's the second out. So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Jung-Hoo Lee. And that'll do it. This one finishes with a final of 7-4.